Welcome back to Psychic Medium, the podcast with Kelly, the spiritual messenger of Source and Spirit. Oh God, I almost forgot. And I don't know why I know why I'm blanking. It's Sunday night and it's been a long weekend. And me, Ken, the Rune Walker. Hi, Kelly.
Hello, my friends. And
Wow.
we also haven't talked for a minute on here, so we'll give you some grace on that one.
Thank you. I sound like I haven't spoken ever. Um, like bury them the bee. What? Yeah.
Well, you did learn to count a minute ago too, so hey, we've got progress.
I know. And literally, folks, we were talking and I'm facing my computer, but behind my computer is the door. And literally it was like this glowing orb that like poked its head in and looked at me and then moved back out while Kelly was trying to talk to me, and it doesn't freak me out. It just startled me. I'm not afraid, I'm not scared. It just startled me because that that that
That spooked you. I was telling you, I had the same thing happen to me yesterday during a reading, and I caught it out of the corner of my eye in the window, and I turned, and there's like this white kind of like shape of the half of a person. I was like, okay, and then it was gone. So
yeah.
the weird shit always happens to me. So
Yeah, weird. So it's been a while since we've spoken to you all. We've spoken to each other a lot, but
yes,
um
yes.
and we've had a shit ton of things happen uh since we spoke to you last. Probably it was what, last May or something? April or May, that was our last
I think
episode.
so. I think so. Too damn
Um
long, but I
I
think
know.
so.
So like what have you been up to? What are you doing?
Let me think about that. As
You had a whole
usual,
retreat.
I did. I did
You had a
we
whole
did a
retreat in Salt
retreat.
Lake in
Did a
Park City.
retreat. That's right. Kind of forgot about that. Did a retreat and
Fun.
um relaunching things on the other end, and then
Yeah.
personal stuff. Just obviously more home remodeling and decorating, and that's what we do. So just all the fun things there. But yeah, playing with
No.
grandbabies and
Yay. No. No trees. Knock on wood. That's. I think it's too soon to even say knock on wood.
no, we did have some more trees fall when we had that horrible ice storm up here.
Yep.
But nothing was too damaged other than it took out the internet cable crap, but that was easily
That's.
fixable.
Yeah.
But
That's not your roof.
no, no, the only destruction we've had around here the last while is my husband's new dog. Other than
Hurricane Scotty. She's a termite. She's part dog, part termite.
Pterodactyl, yeah, Satan, whatever you want to call her.
Whatever. Yeah. I think it's it's one of
Yeah,
those
she's
situations where you
yes.
don't want to
So
say, there's a lot to learn from this lesson.
yep. Mm-hmm.
Oh, bless you. You've got patience of a saint or five.
Yeah. Something. I know I gave Chris a look today after she ate the second new rug I just put down. And I gave him this look like,
oh no,
you go make this call or am I? So
because the little buzzer doesn't work.
No. Like I think she likes it. She's a little freak. I don't know. She's a weird.
She's into like into some S&M stuff.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, she's really smart and she's really cute, but she's just got way too much spunk or something. Yeah, she's a lot to handle.
Yeah,
but fine.
So any of you listening out there, if you live in the Pacific Northwest and you would love to have an Airedale puppy and have the time and energy to run the shit out of her,
call me.
We might know one. We might know someone who has one.
Mm-hmm.
Just don't.
She's really adorable. Yeah, she's been spayed. She's going to end up on this week's Sarah McLachlan commercial if we don't for
Yeah. If
home.
you don't handle it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Well, by the way, for those people who are watching via Spotify or anywhere where you can see us, Kelli, you look great.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
You do, as always. Thank you.
Thank you. I'm in my t-shirt that says I'm lounging in my house today, and this is my tank top I
Well,
always wear.
yeah, so anyone who knows me knows that unless I'm like somewhere I need to be, I don't get ready on Sundays.
Yep.
So like, and I don't wear real pants on Sundays. Well, not, who am I kidding? I don't have real pants on right now, if you really want me to be honest. I'm in my joggers. But thank you, because it's like it's a
Perfect.
Sunday, so I'm like,
Yeah.
it's fine.
That's what's great about like Zoom and recording, because you don't have to see from like here down.
Yeah.
I
Usually
mean,
I'm
I have
business
pants
on
on,
top and party on bottom.
but it sounds like Scotty is perfect for you then, because she's all party.
No,
Maybe that's why she's not perfect.
no, she's
Bless
good.
her.
She's just a lot.
Yeah. Well, oh, love her. Someone will.
Something.
Um, God. Let's see. So, um,
Well, hold on. What about you?
thank you
We
for
gotta cover
asking.
you. Like, what have you been doing? What have you been up to? I know you've
Um,
had a lot of cool new, adventures
yeah,
and things. So tell me, well, I
yeah,
know what you've been doing, but tell everybody
lots
else
of
what you've been doing.
stuff. Thank you. Yeah, lots of stuff. So my rune book got published last year. Yay! October 1st was its publishing date. Um, you can get your own copy. By going to my website, runewalker.com, and clicking through the links there, or you can actually get it on Amazon, or I think Barnes and Noble as well. And it is available internationally. So if you are international and listening, I know we've sold copies in Europe. I actually haven't looked for a while, so I don't know if Australia's on board yet or not. But we have there, so that's been good. So I've been doing a lot of book signing events and some rune workshops where they're kind of like open Q&A workshops. People just show up and we talk about the runes and we kind of look at the book, or I pull out the dry erase board and we just start reading kind of and seeing how the runes work together and dance together. And I've been teaching a lot about I've been teaching some classes about more, oh, how would I put it? They're more like really focused on breaking us out of the like sorry, they're the limiting beliefs that we like run up against when we're trying to grow. And sometimes we feel the pressure and we feel the angst of the we're trying to break through. We're a little chick trying to break through the shell, or we're trying the seed is trying to break out of the seed, and the plant is, and we feel the pressure, and sometimes we don't understand what it is and know. But you've done a couple of readings, a couple thousand million readings. So
Couple, just a few.
just a couple. We all
Yeah.
face the same things, right? Like
Hmm.
we, especially if you've grown up in the United States, we're going to face um, you know, American Christian things, whether or not Abrahamic stuff, whether or not we grew up that or not, because it's just there. So I've
Hmm.
been doing some classes about working with people on that stuff. So it's been really cool. I've been excited. I've been working on some retreats that we're gonna start promoting in the next month or so, or a month and a half, 2 months maybe. I don't even know what today is. For this summer. So if you're in northern Utah, I'm going to be involved in that, and so just be watching for those to come out. And then I know you and I are once we get through a few things, planning
Yes.
on doing a retreat and some online classes,
Yeah.
and finishing our book.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. I'm going to be down for a couple weeks coming up soon, and that's my downtime project.
Yep.
So, yeah. So, yeah, well,
Cool.
Yeah, and on that note, I guess since I just brought it up, anyone that works with me coming up soon, I'll be in Utah.
Mhm.
Um, the
Oh, that's
5th
right.
through the 10th. Yeah, I'll be back in town
I forgot.
doing some.
I'm even being there with you.
I know, and you're with me. You're my partner in
Yeah.
crime on this one. So I'll be in town. I come in on the 5th, and then I'll be doing work. I won't be available on the 5th, but I'll be available the 6th to the 10th doing private readings and some amazing classes. And you and I will be back at Asylum 49.
Yay! And we're
So,
talking about March 2024 for those of you listening. Um, I know I've met a few of our listeners recently who are new and who are getting caught up on all of our past seasons. So, just to let everyone know, we're talking about March 2024, March 6th,
yes.
5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10. Yeah, so what's your first class is going to be on Wednesday night? Yeah.
Yes.
And what are you going to be covering?
Oh, this one I'm really excited about. It's empowerment. It's how to empower yourself. We spend so much time as empaths and healers and parents, and we're always taking care of everybody else. We're always worried about everybody else's stuff. Well, what about you? And so it's time to take your own spiritual knowledge, your own things in your own life, and take control and empower yourself. Let yourself grow. Let yourself expand. Let go of that thought concept that you have to take care of everybody else all the time. You have to take care of yourself first, too.
Yeah,
So this is all about self-empowerment, how to grow in your career, your relationships, and your life by using what you already have.
I like it. And we're actually going to be having a specific entire episode.
Yes.
Like it's hours long. We're like a 30-minute podcast. We're going to have that be an episode
Hmm.
soon. And for those of you
Yes.
listening, what we're going to do is going to I had to figure out how to balance Rune Walking in Modern Times podcast and Psychic Medium the podcast, and so we're just gonna rotate. We're gonna
Hmm.
one week we'll record and put out this one, and the next week I'll do Rune Walking in Modern Times. That way, it's not like double work, and yeah, it'll be
Yeah.
good. So every other week we're gonna start
Yep.
putting them out. Um, then so that's your okay. Going back to I called it Psychic Week. I thought it was a great
We
name.
love Psychic Week. We're super
Like
excited for it.
Psychic Week is great.
Yes.
And so then Thursday, you and I are going to team teach, which I'm
Mhm.
very excited to do.
Yes.
Um, a class based upon taking your all the things you've ever worked on to develop your psychic and other abilities and putting them to use in the real world. And more specifically, we're going to focus on the paranormal. How do you use those skills in the paranormal? We're also going to cover how to use some of the tools in paranormal investigation because on
Yes.
Friday night we are going to the internationally known and famous and infamous
Yes.
Asylum 49.
Yeah. Super excited to go back.
It's been a
We were there
while.
for a long
It's
time,
been
and it's been a
years.
while.
Yeah,
Yeah. I mean, I've been in Oregon for 4.5 years, so I haven't been there in a while. And so it was really amazing to get the opportunity to go back. And so we got some special privileges on this one too that I'm pretty excited about.
for sure.
So we get to take, we get to take people on, kind of all through the places that other people maybe haven't seen before.
Yeah,
There's a new museum. I didn't even know about it. I just found out. So
I
super
didn't
cool.
either.
It's got like cool artifacts, some serial killer good stuff, like
Really?
memorabilia, and I know I'm
Oh, I
like,
didn't know that.
yeah. He said it's got like, well, let me just read since I kind of can't remember all the pieces. But he said to me that it has like serial killer. Let's see.
Wow.
Okay, here we go. Old medical equipment, quack medicine, a bunch of funeral things, and serial killer stuff. So
Nice.
we will get
Wow.
all access there. So
That's
we're gonna
cool.
have some fun and shenanigans. Why, you know, doing some really amazing, ghost exploration is what we're gonna call
Yeah,
it.
fun. I like it.
Yeah.
And also that night, which is a Friday night, um,
Mhm.
and anyone can come to this part. You have to, of course, buy a
Yes.
ticket for the other, but
Yeah.
we're going to be recording from 8 to 8:30, Psychic Me and the podcast live. So we'll be doing audience questions. So people who want to come to that for half an hour and hang out with us are welcome to if you're
Yeah.
in the northern Utah area. And then Saturday, I'm not involved. Well, I think we're trying to figure that out still. But
I feel like you're actually, we need to talk about, but I feel like
yeah,
you are coming with me if you've got the
okay,
time.
perfect. I can do
Um,
that.
just because we'll need to divide and conquer.
Yeah.
So it's going to be super fun. We're going to be doing a group reading, which I think would be fun. We've never really done a group together.
We've never read
But
together in a group setting. No.
we haven't, which I don't know why we haven't, but we haven't. So there'll be some
Yeah.
of that.
Fun.
And then we're going to be in 2 locations. We're going to be in the Another Man's Treasure.
Gordon. Oh, another man's
And
treasures.
then the Gordon, is it Gordon or Gordon
Gordon
the
building.
Gordon
Gordon
building,
building. Yeah.
which is pretty cool. And my understanding, and again, that's one I haven't been in yet. So, and my understanding is, it's been kind of exclusive. So not a lot of people have been in there. So
No.
yeah, this should be an exciting one for us.
That's really cool. I just remember being in there as a kid. Like, um, yeah. So it'll be
Yeah.
interesting to go in, and do some more paranormal exercises. I'm gonna call them.
Yes.
This is paranormal boot camp. Um,
That's
putting
a good
all
way
of
to put it.
these,
Yeah.
yeah, like putting all of the things you've been trying to develop for a while to use. So I
Mhm.
think it'll be great.
Yep.
I'm very
Yeah.
excited about it.
Me too. Me too. It's going to be super fun. So yeah, that's going to be a
Yeah,
fun week. So we're going to get that done. And then,
cool.
yeah, and then we're going to have a bunch more other really fun things coming up. So
Yeah, yeah. Um, let's see. Um, any other catch ups for you? Because you guys, we're gonna do this real quick while you're thinking about that. We're gonna put this one out, which is just a little catch up. What's
yeah,
going on? How are you guys doing? Blah blah blah. Get caught back up. Like I'm still old as fuck, but that didn't change.
same.
Um, so we're gonna put this out, and we're gonna put another episode out same day.
Yeah.
And so you can listen to the catch up, and then you can listen to that one, which we're going to talk about in a little bit, which is a great topic that Kelly came up with, and I could I could see it like splintering off
Yeah.
and into so many places where I wanted to go. So that's why I was like, we're doing this one tonight.
Yeah.
um,
I'm excited about
I
it.
like it.
So,
Yeah.
um, trying to think if there's anything else. Probably, I guess not really. I think everybody's
Oh,
pretty caught up on you and I, but
I have a question. I have a question.
I'm an answer.
Me.
You in the back,
So
sir.
let's. Hey, I have a question. Um, let me ask you this: because gifts and talents are growing, and we're using them all the time and developing them. Have you had any cool new expansions or new like things kind of pop up that are like, oh yeah, like this kind of happened to me, and I've grown in this aspect.
Yeah,
I
it's.
didn't
I
have to tell you
actually
for
love
that
this
question.
question. I actually love
Sorry.
this question. So to answer your question, yeah, it's been kind of crazy. The last, gosh, I'm going to say 4 to 6 months, it kind of started, but it's like all of my senses have kind of like heightened again, kind of like they're, another level. It's been kind of
Yeah.
cool. But what I'm really noticing lately is a lot of like my ability to really pick up on things more in the body
Mm.
and other
Mm-hmm.
people's bodies. And I'm doing some kind of my own health stuff going on right now.
Yep.
So I think maybe that too has helped me too, because I've had to kind of like rise up over my own, kind of like push mine here. So when I'm reading, I can like go over it. So I feel like that's had me, I guess in a way forced me, but not in a negative way, to really have to listen and fine tune those pieces. So it's been kind of crazy. I've been picking up like the most kind of things I go, how the hell did I get that shit? Um, like
Yeah.
in people's physical bodies, but also just some of the ways that I've been visualizing things just with
Mm.
a lot more detail has been really cool. So yes, so it's like enhancement things have happened.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think, there's been some really cool, god, I've had a couple really cool aha moments, but now I'm on the spot. I'm going,
I know. Sorry.
no, I
I,
love
I
it.
didn't I didn't really tell you I was gonna ask that question. But
No,
while
it's
you're
okay. I
thinking
wouldn't
about
have
it,
buried me.
like while you're thinking about that, and just feel free to interrupt me when you remember your other the ones you're thinking about or trying to remember. I that that one kind of snuck up on me.
Hmm.
The um and it's been getting better over time, you know, like when dead
Hmm.
when the dead connect with me, the first thing I experience is how they died. So, and it's
Yes.
through physical body
Cool.
sensation. So,
Yep.
like, I know, like, I'm like, oh, heart attack or whatever. Well, now that shifted into someone sitting across from me. The first thing I even do is it okay if I read for you? Sure. So I start my little, process. And the first thing that happens is I'm immediately in their body, and sometimes I have to figure out if I'm in it or if I'm mirroring them. So my some of my first
Hmm.
questions are, okay, I'm hurting here, so are you hurting here or here? That way I then know
Yeah.
which side I'm on for you. And then and that's where we start. It's like, okay, I feel here. Now what is that pain telling me, or what is that discomfort telling me? And then we start there, and then after that gets out of the way, then I'm like, okay, so now what do you want to talk about? Because it will keep bothering me until
Yes.
and that's where we store our pain and our trauma and all that stuff is in our body.
Yeah.
And our body's the thing that expresses it. And so I've been really grateful for that the development of that one, because
Yeah.
it wasn't even like I tried. It just kind of appeared. And then what I have to try to do is integrate it and learn how to work with it better and trust
Hmm.
myself with it better,
Yep.
but
Yep.
that one's one that has kind of really over the last year um snuck up on me as well. Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah,
I
it's
love
been
that.
fun.
It's a super helpful tool.
Oh,
Like it's
super.
it's one of my favorites. No, we have to be careful because it can also kick our butts. Like we have to be really clear about like, okay, disconnecting that. We're done now.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like don't want it.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's funny because
And
people will say I'll tell them, "Oh, okay, I feel you, and I'm hurting right here. I'm so sorry." I'm like, "No, please don't apologize, because
yeah, yeah.
like I have to feel that so that I know where I'm going." And the look on their face when I'm like, "Okay, I'm getting you like right here, and it's actually up a little bit," and they're like, and then they just look at you like, "What?" And I'm like, "I'm
Isn't
not
that
in
funny?
you, but then it's more of like it also it kind of just solidifies the connection, I think, and
Thousand
allows
percent.
it allows them to then be more open
Mm-hmm.
to what we're talking about. So yeah, so did you remember
Yep.
your other ones?
Well, under the same kind of lines. But yeah, yesterday I did a reading. I'm like, okay, the bottom of my feet are killing me with you. And she goes, how the hell did you know that? I'm like, oh, that's a whole long story. But basically, I feel everything you've got going on. So
Yep.
yeah, and then I was able to go, oh, okay, looks like it's this and this and this, and there's a little bit of this. And she was like, well,
Yeah.
I was doubting this, but I think I'm in it now. Let's keep going.
Yeah.
So it's really cool because it helps to validate,
Yeah.
you and connect to the person. So it's an amazing piece that I'm so happy you've had that expand. So
Yeah. Yeah, it's
um
been cool.
amazing. And I think one thing kind of on this note that came up is any intuitive will notice, like, and many I've talked to, well, especially for me, maybe I'll just speak for myself and not everybody else. It's a lot harder for me to see my own things
Mhm.
than other people's. Other people I can be like I'm on top of it easy. When it's
Yeah.
my own stuff, I'm like, oh, I don't freaking know.
Yeah.
Um, so yeah, anyway, yeah, long story short, we'll talk about a little kind of divine universe knows more than we do shit.
Yeah.
So I'll just give this real quick rundown. I was supposed to have surgery in December.
Hmm.
And so had it all scheduled, had it all planned, ready to roll. Well, they canceled me right before surgery. Not once, but twice.
Oh.
For stupid shit. The doctor
Yeah.
didn't turn in the right paperwork. So anyway, long story short, I'm like, fine, I'll take matters into my own hands and I'll get this done. And so, you know me, I'm a Libra and I do what the hell I want. So
Yeah. Yes.
anyway, long story short, in the process of redoing everything for the surgery, found out how, and I would not have known. So it's like, had my surgeries went through, I would have been none the wiser because I don't pick up on my own stuff like I do other people.
Yeah.
So, but I kept having these really weird intuitive dreams, and everything that kept coming to me was about the heart. My dad died young of a heart issue. Both my grandparents, an ex of mine, all had heart issues. And so they all just kept coming to me, and I kept thinking, this is really weird. And they're all talking to me, and I'm getting all these bits and pieces and I'm trying to put it all together. I'm like, okay, I'll get it when I get it, right? Well, then come to find out, crazy enough, again, I wouldn't have known had the surgery got, went through, but I have a heart issue. And so good news is we're not panicking because it was
Yeah.
caught in just enough time. Like we caught it right when we needed to. So I'm in the process of dealing
Yeah.
with it.
Yeah.
But anyway, I just wanted to bring this up, and not because um I everybody, I'm fine. I don't need anything. I'm okay.
Right.
But it was brought up because sometimes as intuitives ourselves, we have to step back and realize that some things don't make sense, but we have to be patient because they will.
Yeah.
And so in that process for me, I found out something big that has now saved my life. That
Yeah.
had I not done that process and how everything not played out like that, I wouldn't have known. So this is another thing I learned, and it
Yeah.
kind of put me on the backside of being read, right? Because I always read
Yeah.
people and I'm like, okay,
Yeah.
this is coming and this is going to happen and this is that shift and there's that unknown, but hey, it's not going to come for a year, so you got to wait that out, right? And then I'm like,
Yeah.
okay, great. And then I move on into another reading or whatever, and I don't think about that waiting year for them, but putting me on the backside of it was like,
Mhm.
so that's like, it was like a whole process in reverse, if that makes any sense.
Yep. Yeah.
So in a roundabout way. But anyway, so now kind of cool lessons learned. But even now, it's since all that happened, all the dreams, these crazy dreams that I was having, all the pieces just snapped together. I was like, oh, I
Wow.
get it now. So those kind of things have been really enhanced for me too, is kind of like
Nice.
the internal messages for myself. So I'm actually getting more messages for myself than I was before. So anyway, that's
Wow.
one big thing that's also changed.
That's great. That's very
Yeah,
cool.
yeah.
Wow.
I know,
Amazing.
right?
Um, very cool.
Yeah,
Well, thank you for sharing that.
yeah, yeah.
And
Thanks for
everyone,
listening.
don't worry. Kelly's not going anywhere.
I'll be out for a couple weeks for an unrelated surgery from
Yeah.
that. But
Yeah, I'm related to that. And she'll be out so she can finish the book.
you're not wrong,
Well,
because
I
if I
mean,
don't take time off, I won't do it because I get
yeah.
so busy. So
Yeah. Yeah. Um, so it looks like we're at the end of our half hour. So
yes,
I would like to share with you all. Um, I really love whispering. If you're on video, whispering woods. It's a little, enchanting secrets from the forest. I just need to start wearing the glasses. Although that was pretty good. I could see it from there. Um, so I'll share this as we part ways. Did I sound like a bishop giving a?
I wasn't going to say
Yeah,
anything, but I thought that was pretty great.
yeah. Um, okay, brothers and sisters,
Bow your head.
bow your head and pray. Joy, spread seeds of joy like a wildflower, and no doubt, I can't even do it anymore. It's so cheesy. You you will revel in the result.
I love that.
Yeah, it's fantastic. So yeah, spread some spread some joy.
Spread some joy.
Spread
I
joy
love
like
that.
peanut butter.
I do love that deck. It
It's great.
was it's great.
As I
I
yelled
have
at, I'm
one.
sorry.
I have one from Marble Blue Antler Days that I love.
Yeah, yeah. It's one of my favorites because
Yeah,
it's just easy.
it is.
Patience. Oh, this goes along with your thing. Everything can be accomplished at nature's pace. So
Yep.
Little Miss trying to make everything happen immediately.
Okay, if any of y'all don't know this, Kim, okay, Patience is not in my vocabulary. It's just not. Ask my husband.
Mine either.
It's like, yeah.
I'll tell you, it's so, and here, let me make this distinction. Being worn down and not having the energy to resist does not mean you have patience.
Thank you for saying that.
Right now, that's how I feel.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm being patient. No, I'm actually just too fucking worn down
Yeah.
to fight certain fights right now.
I hear that.
Well, that
I
was a
think,
lot.
yeah, I hear that one. But it's
People are gonna
true.
be like, you better pour the tea on that. You better pour the tea on that one, because you can't just drop that at the end of the podcast. But guess what? I'm
Oh,
going to drop it at the end of the podcast. So
yep.
thank you all for listening to Psychic Medium the podcast. I'm Ken the Rune Walker, and here with
Kelly with Spiritual Messenger. So I
yep,
can't wait for our next episode and ready to see you all.
yeah. Thanks for hanging around until
Of course.
we were able to come back, and thanks for hanging
Yeah,
out with me, Kelly.
of course. Love it. Thank
All
you.
right, we'll see you guys. Well, maybe see you guys next time.
Yeah.